Hi kids! This is Hamster NBC, the premier kids news channel about the US, with humor and easy-to-understand explanations. Today we'll talk about why new school rules aren't just another announcement, but can change the lives of you, your friends, and your entire school day. Let's get started. 1. What are new school rules? Imagine your school suddenly says, starting tomorrow, phones are not allowed during recess. Or all children must keep their notebooks in a certain order. That's right, those are new rules. They may sound like little things, but they still impact how you come to school, how you interact with your friends, and even how you behave in class. 2. Why do these rules arise? Here are a few examples. The school might have the idea. Phones are keeping kids from focusing in class, meaning less TikTok videos and more I'm studying. Or let's rearrange the desks so more kids can interact and not sit alone. And suddenly you're sitting next to someone you didn't know before. Or all textbooks should be a certain color to avoid confusion, and your green textbook might become brown. Okay, so it's probably just a one-color rule. And so this rule helps make the school a little better. Less noise, more learning, and a chance to meet a new friend. 3. How do the new rules affect you, your friends, and the school? Maybe you need to get used to it. For example, you used to be able to talk to a friend during recess, but now you have to sit in a certain place. Yes, you might have to change a habit. Put your bag here becomes put your bag there. You might feel like, oh, I should have asked. But then you realize, there's less noise. It's calmer now. Your friends, some will be happy. Hooray, less noise. I can finally read comics during recess. And some will frown. But I did everything on the computer. This is an opportunity to make friends with those who are also adapting. Perhaps create a new joke rule about a different color notebook. School. The biggest big feeling is responsibility. School wants everything to work. New rules are like updating a video game. The multiplayer is better now, but you'll have to get used to the controls. Sometimes rules help avoid problems. Less disruption in class, fewer tardiness, a better chance of being heard. But there's also a downside. If a rule isn't explained well, you might wonder, why is that? And that's a reason to talk and ask. 4. Humorous examples. Example 1. Imagine your school decided, no phones during recess. But how can I show a meme to a friend? Rule. We put our phones in a special box. But the upside, you suddenly realized you could talk face-to-face, not just like something. And a bonus, you did not miss the start of class because your phone wasn't ringing in your pocket. Example 2. Rule. All notebooks are the same color. Yes, that's really possible. Mine used to be bright pink. Now it's a regular gray one. But then you noticed how much easier it was to find the textbook you needed. Gray. Math. Better? Maybe. Example 3. Rule. We're not sitting out a habit, but according to a new plan. I used to sit next to Jake, and now there's someone else. But suddenly you met a new girl or boy, and it turned out to be fun. Sometimes change is the beginning of a new friendship. 5. What should you do to avoid running away from the rules? Listen to your teachers and ask, if you don't understand, why is that? Discuss with your friends. Are we doing well with this rule? And how can we make it even better? Don't be afraid to suggest an idea. How about an hour without phones, but with board games? Remember, new rules aren't a punishment, but a chance to make school friendlier and more interesting. So, new school rules. Yes, they may be strange. Phone in a drawer, a gray textbook. But they can make school life a little better. Fewer distractions, more real conversations, and more chances to meet new friends. Even if at first you think, oh, why? Give it a chance. It might turn out great. Thanks for joining us on Hamster NBC. Subscribe, like, and see you in the next episode, where we'll break down another big adult event in simple terms. Bye-bye.